Hello winners and welcome to this weekly forex forecast for dollar, yen, pound, Aussie, New Zealand CAD, Noki, whatever pairs currencies I haven't mentioned so far. Please mention them so we can all benefit from your knowledge. So about currencies. So this week we're going to go through interest targets, surpluses, and risks in terms of both biases, both up and down for whatever currency pair we're going to go through. So I hope that you are also seeing what kind of things I'm looking for in the market. Other than that, that was wrong. Then I'm just trying to help. Yeah, getting into this webinar, then we're all cool. So, my name is Ewinningstrategy. I'm your mentor, expert, buddy, and we are trying together to make some profits in the market. Well, there's never a guarantee, and you never really know. But the thing is, for sure, that trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Whatever has happened in the past doesn't need to happen in the future. So whatever money you invested today can be lost tomorrow. So please don't risk when you can't afford to lose. Please use appropriate risk. Please have a trade plan and also risk management. Okay, I'm apparently streaming in some kind of bad things, so that's not good. But okay, we need to change that for a later date. Can I change that open? But can I change that now? No, not really. So we just have to do that another day. Okay, cool. Whatever. Hi, Amir. Cool. Good. Let's go. So, is there any currencies you want me to cover today? That will be most helpful. I think that Mr. Amir wants us to start with GJ. Cool. Okay, cool. Carl. Wow, I need to change those settings for next time. So let's go. Doesn't matter. That is done. For Mr. Pound, we have some news. Where do you call it? News. And then we do that. So news for pound. Well, first of all, we have Brexit. What other news do we have? Do we have negative rates? Or thinking about negative rates? What else do we have? We have rising COVID. Well, that's just a risk thing. People are not necessarily going to hospital. So, still. The other thing is stimulus in America. So what I do, I normally take plus sides and negative sides and see, okay, what really does move the market. All of the things are, all of those newses, or whatever you call it, is large movers. So for the past week, you have been like, it's been quite a roller coaster, I would say. So if you were a buyer, you're like thinking, oh, cool, that's a buy. And then you got out at break even. Cool. It doesn't matter anymore. If you're a seller, you're like thinking, oh, well, that was out. But you're thinking, oh, sell it here. Take profit there. Okay, cool. Have we gone lower? No, we haven't gone lower. So we haven't really done much. And then after taking profit, it has been up and down, up and down, up and down, whatever. So we are still respecting that 135.50 technically. What is going to make this one fall? One of those reasons I just mentioned. The other thing is I really want to say is this could be going higher. This could be a sell-off. It all depends what you want the market to do and what kind of market conditions you are looking for. So if you are a seller, you're looking to sell here. If you are a seller, you're also looking to sell here. So you're thinking that. If you were a seller, you could also sell here. So what's really your plan for next week? My plan, which is my personal opinion, nothing else than that, no investment advice, is saying that was the first attempt and this is a second attempt. So if price, I would say, just falls, cool. So by Tuesday morning, I'm thinking pull back and then sell. So where's the target? Target could be 134.50. That's so cool. That's okay. Another point to this one is, what is the monthly saying? The monthly is actually quite range bound. So if you do get a lower low, you have to think of that. So if you think this is actually literally a range, what are you really thinking then? Well, then we're going to back up again because we're coming lower. Okay. So if you are a seller, if you are a buyer, you might be thinking this. And then back up. Oops, that was wrong. Back up there to 137.78. Cool. And now you're like wondering, okay, how does this go? Like, what do you do now? What do you do now? Well, Sherlock, let me give you something to you. Hi, you go, Pete. Hi, Millie. I will do so in a very moment. I'm thinking, let's buy this one. Cool. And I want a new high. Cool. I will buy again. And I want a buy again. So really, what's really going to happen here is we need a higher high. We need a higher high. So I need something like that. So maybe on Tuesday morning, I'm buying it. Do I think of buying here? Yeah, I'm thinking about it. But I don't really feel it so much. And then if I'm selling, I would sell down here, since this first attempt has already gone. Then if it comes up here as a seller again, okay, cool, second attempt. That's good. That's how wonderful the market can be. And then you're like asking, but where does it really go, Evan? Where do you go? Where do you go? What do you do? What do you do? I don't know. But what I do know is this can continue lower. This can continue higher. This is a market where it's like it can go up, it can go down, and both of them are right. We don't know who's going to win. Okay. So what I really want is I want this to go higher. So I want this to happen. Okay. Let's see if I'm right. Stop loss below here. 75 pips. And I think it's 200 pips. SL and take profit. Something of that around there. Cool. Australian dollar, US dollar. So what is really happening to Australia? Let's go to Australia. Let's do some Australian things. Is there anything mentioning Aussie here? Aussie. Well, the thing about Aussie this week is they're also talking about negative rates. So, thinking of that, that doesn't make me want to buy it. Okay? That doesn't really want me to go hard on into Australian dollar for a buy. The other question is, hi, and what I'm thinking here. So how does this really look like? So for me, 1, 2, 3. that could be a 3, whatever wave, whatever thing is. It can also be 1, 2, 3. I don't really know. What I do know is this is not a complete reversal. I definitely need, if I'm buying, literally listen to this one, if I need to buy one, I need price to be up here. But if this just falls, like a ton of breaks, like nothing has ever happened, I think it's going down to 69.80 without the link. How to avoid fake outs. Okay. Can you tell me a chart and a price, which currency and which support or resistance you're talking about specifically, and which date it broke or had a fake out, so I can look at it. Okay, so currency pair, time, which date, and which price. Are we talking this price, this price, this price, this price, whatever? Tell me. So what is really thinking, well, like literally what is happening here? I think this is tilted to the downside. Down. And I also think that price could do this and then do that. That would be a better sell-off for sellers. If it doesn't, that's more likely to happen. Okay, either way, profit target at 69.80. If it happens early, get out so you can secure some profits. Other than that, you're cool, you're good. It's not really. It's not really bullish. So I think it needs to have a higher high reversal if it's supposed to be bullish. So really, kind of spicy. Okay, who requested for that? Gopi. We have no business here. It is in a range, and I've even done that earlier. I don't know when I did it. Maybe I did it here. So if you did not follow whatever I said, so let's do that again. I've said pause and I've said that. Okay, so I would just do hi Moses. So buy here, sell here. That was buy here, sell here. So if that was the time I did it, then we can do that from now. Okay, so sell, buy, sell, 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 buy. All of those are profitable of those lines I just sent to you. But this is a range. I don't care. Like it's still, like it hasn't done anything to me. So I don't care. What price? Is it? $18.8. So support and resistance on 18, which is here. Yeah, that's resistance. Is that what you mean? I don't. You haven't told me the price yet, so I'm just going to say that and just wait for that to happen. EN. Okay, so what's really happening on EN at the moment, Amir? Maybe this is just my opinion only, but this is range. This is the market saying, what? What is going on here? I don't know. You tell me. Well, is this head and shoulders? Sorry, that was wrong. Is this a head and shoulders? Could be. Could be. Is it a rabbit? Is it a donkey? Or is it a horse? The question is, madam and whatever, ladies and gentlemen, what really happened here on Friday? I would say, to my belief, well, it's just my belief, but that close there, that red candle there, things lower. That's just me. Maybe that's wrong. That's okay. So I'm thinking bearish. Then daily would say that is more bullish because it broke that resistance. It broke resistance, so now it's just a pullback before going higher. Okay. Now I would say weekly. Do whatever. Doesn't matter. Sell here. Buy here. That was a bit low. I think M2 is a good buy price. It doesn't need to just go did that, but I think M2 and M3 is going to be the critical pivots, and whoever wins, I don't know. So you really just have to play a job or stay away. And targets for this week is 78.64, 78, and 75.50. Okay. What happened last week? I didn't do the review on Friday, but that was a sell. Didn't go to target. Sorry for that. But that is literally a 200 pip move that we did. Didn't go 180, sorry. My bad. But you should have at least got around, give or take, 100 pips, or at least a minimum performance is break even. You should not have lost money if you sold in this area here. If so, we need to talk, right? So if your New Zealand gaps up tonight, okay, cool. If that happens, all right, cool. Then I guess, well, I'm not going to tell you guys, but I know I've told my mentorship students what I do in those circumstances. At least, but yeah, cool. That's okay. That's your opinion on FX market strategy, cool. But if you, my point being, and also what I want you to think and how I hope that you're thinking, is your planning. Okay? This is resistance. This is support. If price comes down here and you're a buyer, you're thinking, okay, I'm buying here. But nothing else until then. If you are a seller, you're thinking, oh cool, that's a sell price. And then you will sell there. And then you consistently do that deed. Because if you are then a seller, you should have sold here. Then you got profits. If you're a seller here, I don't know if you will get profits. And this was not a sell. And if you sold here, eventually would get some profits. If you sold here, you would eventually get some profits. If you sold here, you would eventually get some profits. If you sold here, you would eventually get some profits. And what we did, we bought here and eventually you get some profits. We bought here, 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 and eventually got some profits. And sold here, and eventually got some profits. So it all depends, as long as you are sticking to a bias, having an opinion, then you're all good. Why would it gap up? I think, Amir, that Euro New Zealand going is the same. Well, it does risk on, risk off, kind of. So risk of Euro New Zealand gapping up is risk off. Meaning dollar strength, yen strength, Aussie weakness, CAD weakness, Euro weakness, New Zealand weakness. But it's really Euro that's the strength in this relationship. And then if EN goes down, it can also be a risk on thing, which dollar weakness, yen weakness, Australian dollar strength, Canada strength, New Zealand strength, and all those things. But why I think is going up, I don't know. That's up to him. So we can go back to then silver and gold. Yeah. Okay. So trying to answer Mr. Mbizet Daily. Why was there a fake out? Okay. Let's do that. If I understand you correctly, you haven't told me the prices, but if that's how you did your resistance, if this is how you did your resistance, okay, you're saying this is resistance. Why did it gap up? Okay, I will then go down to my 4 hour. I will then go out. I will then go here. I will then put up my weekly, first monthly. Nope, that's not it. Closed it. Weekly. Okay, cool. Let's go and see. Okay, so profit targets are the green ones for buyers. Okay, so I'm expecting that. So we are still in a buy. So I'm buying here and I'm buying here. And I'm buying, well, that didn't happen, but buying here as well. Let's see if I can do that. Could I do that? Buying, hello, thank you. There, didn't happen. That was a take profit target for a couple 2 weeks, 3 weeks of trading, 2.5 weeks, 2.5 weeks TP. What happens next? It fell. Sorry. Do you buy it again? Okay, we can try buy it again. We buy it again. It goes up. Take profit. Again. Okay, let's take that away. So how does this work? I'm putting that one. So, and I'm getting out at that price. See? 1989. I don't know what price did, but I'm just saying that this is a price to take profit at 1934, because that's what pivot point telling me. Did nothing else than that. And then 1989. Is that the everlasting thing? Maybe. And then price came down again here, and I'm out. Yeah. And then price never came back up there. So what is really, how do you avoid fake outs in support and resistance? Well, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, profit targets. Okay? End of the trend, and it never came back up again until it took profit here and then fell. So why didn't it stop here? Why didn't it stop here? I can't really give you a good guess. But what I do tell you is that shows not so strength. That is a new high. Cool. Take profit. Go back to next week. Buy it again. Take profit. That's also last week's target. And then we have 2 weeks TP This is not a rule that I would say is a rule, but that would also be an ultimate take profit. What does that mean? That means if you have two take profit that didn't hit last week and it finally does it, it's like here as well. This is the buy zone, doesn't reach target, but it reaches target next week, then falls. Okay, can find another one. And like a good one. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's do this selling one. Okay, this one did not take profit. This one took profit, and then it went up again. This one did not take profit, but this one took profit. So, cool. Nothing else than that. Nothing else, Your Honor. Silver and gold. What have I said here? No, there's definitely the sell price. But okay, let's do another thing. So, how do we adjust? How do we adjust? What is really happening here? Is this price trying to move up before selling? Looks like it. Is this really the end? It could be the end, and it can just fall like a rocket ship. Is this on the way down? Well, generally speaking, no. I think this is actually going to go up this week. I don't know. But if we talk now until 2021, yeah, I think this will be higher than 24. And then you're just searching for the right market conditions. And now might not be it. This might not be the place you want to buy. Okay. So you're thinking price comes down, price goes up, buy, cool, buy, cool, buy, not so cool. Okay. This support here holds, cool. Then you want next support to hold. It doesn't. So as a buy, you're dead. Okay. So as a seller, what are you thinking then? Well, that's your resistance. That was your resistance. So you're thinking either that or a new low, pull back, and you're good to go, right? Good. So for me, I think we are technically bearish on it. I want this to go up, so I'm just going to leave it at that. And then I am going to say that potentially we are going back down to make a double bottom at 22 something. 22.87. Okay. That might be the week. It just goes down and then back up again. Okay? No wonder. Ta-da! So currently, I would just stay away as a buyer, thinking, let's come back another day. That's all. Gold was also requested for. I haven't done that much more. It still doesn't look bullish. So it has been bullish for quite some time now, and ever since 7th of August. So that's 2 months of absolutely nothing. Okay. So double bottom, higher to high, higher low. Cool. Buy. Buy. There's a buy area. Okay. Cool. Doesn't reach target. Doesn't reach target. Doesn't reach target. What's the problem with not reaching target? Buyers are trying to take it up, but they can't. Whatever is happening to gold at the moment, it doesn't have the buying potential, possibility, momentum, the power, the force to go up. So we wait. As a buyer, we'll wait for this to turn around and do whatever. Because this is awesome. This is terrible. And whatever happened in the beginning, in the middle, I don't know what happened, but it's not something that I would like to buy. I would rather want that and that to happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let it pass. If you are a seller, is this a market you want to sell? Okay. This might have been your sell price at 1916. Cool. 1950. Cool. That was on Friday. So what can really happen this week is nothing else than take profit at 1865 and go home. Do something else. Have fun. Go and enjoy your profits. Euro pound has not been requested for so much lately, but we can look at that. So I'm tilted to the upside on gold, and I'm thinking, nah. Euro pound is another one that is just sideways. I have no market here. Who was it? Moses? Collins. Collins, can you tell me why you want to buy Euro pound? So we have a kind of a discussion of what do you see that I don't see? I see sell, 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 buy, 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 buy. And this is like turning slowly downwards. But no, that's not the market I want to be in. Hi, Tito. Swiss yuan has not been covered since I almost died. And what has really happened? Okay, I haven't really looked at it. I don't really have a bias here. So let's just technically look at it. Okay, cool. Cool. Buy, buy, buy. The end. So you have, where is it? 200 pips. 200 pips. No, 186 pips. And if you got something here, maybe that as well. Where is the target, you might ask? And then you can say, well, that's support. That's like, well, if you got price here, you will even buy it again. And you got price here again. There and there. And then you're like, got a new high. Okay. Can you also buy it here? Yeah, cool. Would you buy it here again? Yeah. Still bullish. So target, you might ask. Yeah. Sounds like a good deal to me. That's the specific price to take profit at. Nothing else is to the pip at 116.80. Not a glitch difference. Okay, cool. So I said there you are bearish. Okay. And then it never came back up there. Okay, cool. But yeah, it's bearish. Until this highs is broken, until this high is broken, we're still bearish. Hi, Utam. What about pound Swissy? Pound Swissy, I've already done that, so you can go back in this video and look at it. It is sideways, and I don't really care about it. So you have now mentioned 2 sideways markets. I would rather want you to find a market that is actually trending. Is that good? Good. Moses asks, how are you? I'm very fine, thank you. Doing well. How are you? Do you feel like I'm doing well? I hope so. Australian dollar is technically down. Target 69.80. Euro dollar can be our turnaround on this one. That could be a buy, but I would rather want a new higher hike and then buying here. So cool. Other than that, cool. If it then turns lower, you're like, oh, I'm setting this apart. Resistance, no resistance. That's all. So if you guys want to like join my Discord channel, if you want more help from me, ask me more questions, thinking, well, what you have to lose? There you have the link. Free. Nothing, just a community if you want to join. Nothing, no worries. I'm just going to give it to you. So I am then going to say that that's bullish here. Until then it's bearish. The other thing is the COT report. What is the COT report? The COT report tells me something that you don't necessarily get told every single day. But COT report buyers took more profit on euro. That is not positive for the upside. For the pound, that also got a bit more pound, got a bit more bearish. Sellers, no wait, did it? It's the same. Change in longs, took profit, short took profit, so both are exiting the market. But still more shorts than buys. Cool, okay. Net position. Didn't it? Okay, cool. Japanese yen, more bearish. But yeah, cool. Because profit, long, took profit, but even more people went short, so that's cool. New Zealand, yeah, average-ish, not so much. So for sterling dollar, we have 2,400 more contracts, more long, but even more shorts. So what is this thing? This is the hedge funds, the big boys, the big banks, that's in the market for profit. So this was a report on Tuesday. They will publicize on Friday, whatever they have as contracts. How do I read this? I'm reading the trend. Where are we going? How many contracts is it? Is it a lot of people or is it not so many people in the market? For example, you could look at a euro. Euro is a very good example of something. So back in January, what is happening in January? January, we were mostly shorts. We had 375,000 contracts in the market. Now we have 287,000, but we're heavily long. So the whole market just turned around. And so you can see here, heavily short, buy. Price also, this is the price. No, this is not the price, but price goes up, and then down a bit. So are we going back up yet? Maybe. The point is that the market has totally turned around from January. As you can see for pound, we have been buying short. Buying short. For New Zealand, short, buy. Right? So this is COVID going down. And then from 7th of March, go and check that, 7th of March. That was not that correct. 7th of March on New Zealand dollar. New Zealand. Where is he? New Zealand. 7th of March, I said, somewhere in there. So why is this important for you? You have to know what their big brother is doing. I said 7th of March. Is it 7th of March? In this area, it started turning. That doesn't mean the price turned, but it started to turn. And then ever since, we have just increased. And I've been sideways kind of since July. Cool. But we have risen. New Zealand dollar. Whoa, that's where I am right now. That's cool. Amazing. As you can see here, I hope you can see as much as I can see. So this is resistance, this is support and resistance. Okay? Resistance, support, resistance. Okay? So what's really happening in there? So if this is then a resistance and this is support, what do you do? I would say this is actually quite sideways, even on a 4-hour. So you can say, or you could say last week or another week ago, that was a good buy. What I don't like is price coming back down here. If we were in a really good buying, we would have that. Okay. So now I'm telling you how to think. How do you want the market to come to you? When is the market conditions you're thinking amazing market conditions? This might not be the one if you're a buyer. But if you're a seller, you're like, let's think of this price as a sell price. So let me put on my little bit of PowerPoint. Oh, that was a sell price for this week. So if price comes up here, you're thinking, dang, down. You don't think far though, but you think maybe back down to this support. That might happen, that might not happen. But that's up to the market. So, cool, good. What is really the dollar implication here? What is really happening here? I really think we might have lack of a trend, some volatility back up and down depending on what the news is, until we have the election, and that's when things are happening. Until then, don't lose your money. You are thinking too short. That's a good one, Emmanuel. That's a good one. You might be a bit late, but yeah, cool. Hi James, thank you as always. Good. I welcome that. Babu says Nasdaq 100. Okay. And urea. So for New Zealand, I have just done the technical analysis of it. You need to have a fundamental analysis of that, and that's kind of more important maybe. Negative rates isn't really necessarily very good. Those talks will send the New Zealand dollar down. Will that entirely send it down? Maybe not, but you have to look into that. Of how likely. Look at other people's reports. Let's go to news and institutional research. Maybe you can find some New Zealand in here. Let's see. No, really. But you Google. I didn't check that before, but that's my bad. So point being, look for news on fundamental news on New Zealand. Fundamental news is not whatever happens in the economic details, economic calendars. I'm talking stimulus. I'm talking what the central bank is going to do. Okay, Euro New Zealand, Euro. I am literally thinking I want this to go up. So this one is a bit more bullish for me. This is okay. I can handle this. This is an okay area to buy. I got a double bottom in the same area. So I'm thinking this. I need a high above that high, but if I get that high, I'm buying. And if it falls, you can just fall, whatever, it doesn't really matter to me. The other thing is, if price comes up here, sellers, you are golden. You're like, amazing. And you're thinking down to 122.20. If you're a buyer, you're thinking 125.35. 50 stop loss, pip stop loss. And you're golden. Have fun. Don't risk money you can't afford to lose. But that's really what I think. And if it happens something else, I'm sorry. So target coming back down, target, coming back down, target. That's what I'm smelling. So I'm a buyer here. If you're a seller, you have to wait for 124.30. Okay, good. 124.32 apparently. Sorry. Cool. And then we can do NASDAQ. And then that happens to almost all the ends I'm looking for buy. Is it NASDAQ or is it? Is this one? Okay, so I've called it bullish. Okay, cool. So what was really happening here, people? So up and buy. Okay. Take profit. Okay. Selling, really selling. And then wait for price to come back down here and you're thinking a buy. So what is really happening is this is bullish and this is sellish, whatever you call it, to have a different one. Bullish or bearish. So I don't know who's going to win. But I'm thinking long term up. But if that's after a big fall, I don't know. So I rather hope you were in this buy. I hope you were in this buy here, of this support here. You're thinking of selling at 124, and I said 124 for 32. Okay, cool. Good, Peter. You're welcome. For NASDAQ, I'm thinking generally up, but of course it can fall. But yeah, I think it can fall, and generally speaking, up maybe after the election. What else? I'm running too fast for you guys. What's your pairs? Euro Aussie. I'm not looking at that. I'm sorry, Emily. Euro Aussie, Euro Aussie, Euro Aussie. Emily, please, if you might be so kind. This is a pair that doesn't go anywhere. Support? Well, I don't know. I wouldn't do anything here. Maybe selling. That's the best thing. Maybe, if until it breaks out. But yeah. Anything else? The last pairs that you can give me right now, and then I would like some likes if I've given you any comments, any likes. If I'm giving you anything that you can take back to this week. So really, just going to go through the economic calendar as you guys type in your last pairs, and we will be golden for next week. So I will then have impact of mid and high. Thinking what's important for next week. There are some speeches here. Yeah, okay, interesting enough. I'll just read the headlines and see if they say anything good or positive, anything at all. RBA meeting minutes. I'm going to read that with my 2 eyes. I hope you do too. Then I hope you also go and look at retail sales, consumer price important. Hope you read that as well. Then I hope that you are looking into consumer prices for Canada as well. If you're looking at Canada, jobless claims, yeah. Retail sales, PMI, nothing big this week. Okay, no interest rate meetings, just some interesting news. Does this move the market? Do you trade them? No, you don't. Just look at them. How to set up TP in chart? Babu. other than putting, other than literally just saying that, okay, this is where your price is, you have to do that in your trading terminal. Is it safe to hold on a swing trades during these volatile market conditions? It all depends on your market, on your, if you're following the, if it's a counter trend or if it's the overall trend you're following. If it's the overall trend you're following, yeah, that's okay. But if the counter trend, which is dollar bull, if you're a dollar bull that's a counter trend, then you might not, you might get kicked out in the end. How to find TP? Well, I have my pivot points. That's how I found my TP. And how do you use them? How do you train? I train people how, I train my students how to do that. And it's not really what I do here on YouTube. But if you go and search for pivot points, this one specifically, it's called Wayne's pivots. You will have these ones, and then you will be able to see every week, every day, every month what your target is. And depending if it's day trade, swing trader, or position trader, you use either daily, weekly, or monthly pivot points. And then you buy in the buy zone. You look for buys in the buy zone, you take profit. You look for buys in the buy zone, you take profit in the TP. You look for buys in the buy zone, you take profit in the TP. So yeah, VTI was the last one. All right, Australia, New Zealand. I saw that, Peter, and I think this might happen because, oh, was Australian CAD maybe as well instead? Okay, then it was Australian CAD. So I guess sell it off, I guess. Yeah, selling continue until 106. But it's late now. It's too late. The other thing is VTI. We could use oil. Let's do use oil. So we have a range-bound market. Sell, sell, sell. Buy, 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 but failed. Yeah. So it's not really. I'm going to be a risk. I'm trying to be a risk off this week. Not risk on this week. But I don't know if the market is going to be. Okay, cool. So how do you trade this one? I wouldn't trade it, by the way. I wouldn't be sitting on the sideline. But if you're selling up here at 41 and taking profit at 38.74. Stop loss above here, very close. Good on you, and good day. I do hope that you do subscribe to this channel. I do hope that you do like this video. And I do hope that you come to my Discord channel later on to discuss your trade plans. I also do hope that you are a positive contribution to this life, this trading life. And you also tell me your struggles, tell me your trade plans so we can discuss them and make you a better trader. That's really why I'm here. I'm not really here for myself. I'm not really here to promote anything at all. Literally just to talk to you guys. Help you guys finding a better, I don't know, way in life. Have I struggled? Terribly. Am I struggling now? Yeah, but not as much as I did before. As you can clearly see my video, I hope you can see that I feel like sometimes I have laser sharp eyes and like, this is where you sell, this is where you buy, nothing else. And sometimes I'm worried that I might be wrong, I might be all those feelings. I'm still human. I'm still FOMOing. I'm still jumping into trades that I shouldn't be trading in. But I am better at what I did than I did for 7 years ago. I also have only one currency. I only do trade yens and dollar, give or take. I also wait for my prices, and I also have orders in. I also sleep at night. I didn't sleep at night before. Now I do. I'm totally calm. I don't care. Because overall, I know I can bring in profits. I know there's a better storm out there than right now. This is not a storm I want to be in. I want to be in that and then out there. I want to be, well, not for New Zealand, but for New Zealand dollar, for example. I want to be up. I want to be buying here. 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 And then I want to be buying here. But if that doesn't happen, cool. I don't care. I just want to. What led you to risk off this week? US election, lack of stimulus, negative rates for pound, Aussie, New Zealand, potentially talking about it, and raising COVID cases, and Brexit. There's a lot of risk this week. They can send the market in. All those things I just mentioned is large movers. Somebody told me last week there's a lot of happening up and down, whatever, to go back and forth. Yes, I understand that. Because it's large movers. We don't have normally so many large movers. Brexit has to happen in the end. So that is the reason why the volatility is in that, is because it's getting closer to due date of this forced, whatever you call it, not forced marriage, but forced divorce. Election is coming up. It will come up. And it happens. Negative rates might happen, might not happen. So that's kind of can be avoided, cannot be avoided. But all those things that happens doesn't really happen. You want it not to happen, but it's really there. So I use Forex Live, not a promotion or anything at all. I'm just following what they're saying. Okay? And then I follow the COT report, whatever they are doing. The big banks, big boys. So very short, very fast. What do you call it? So very fast, very quickly. Numbers, and also see at the trend. Where are we heading? Normally on the euro, we are now taking more and more profit. Not as much, but it's still taking some profit that make euro dollar fall. One day we're going to buy it. Maybe after the election. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? One day. And I'm just waiting for that day to come. If that's in 1 month, 1 day, I don't know. We shall see. Okay. So I hope you have had a good day. I hope you have had a nice webinar here. I'm going to head off, have some dinner, have some time with my family. I hope you do too as well. Because next week is going to be nice. Because, you know, it is still a nice life as a forex trader. Okay? I hope that you have kept the spirit. This is possible. I have made it. You can do too. So, boom. Let the profits come your way. And I do hope, whatever your trading style is, I do hope that you do make profits. That's why I'm here. And that's why we both are here. Cool? Nice. Merci. Oui. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye bye.